Hey all, welcome to another video. Today I'd like to share with you a journal that I've made using the Prima romance novel papers. Now these papers are gorgeous if you haven't seen them in person. I think they look a lot better in person. They look gorgeous on camera, but once you actually see them in person, absolutely stunning. Now all I've done on the front cover, I've actually bound it with my cinch. Okay, I wanted to kind of create an album, obviously for memories, keepsake, for journaling and for photos. So there's plenty of room for photos and for journaling as well. So I've kind of kept that in mind while I was making this. Now I got some of this trim from my local scrapbook store, and that was at Scrappy Hollow here in Australia. And I'll just show you the trim. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can get it out here. And this is it here, and of course I've got it upside down. Okay. It's just stunning, so I couldn't resist using that. Also throughout the album I've used my Fisker's Punch, and I can't remember the name of it. This one's like years old now. And of course We Are Memory Keepers, the Corner Chompers. Alright, let's get started. So I've just basically used 12 by 12 and the bigger 8.5 by 11 I think it is, and a few of the 6 by 6 pieces in this one as well. Alright, so that's the front cover of it, and you'll see that's the spine. So I've kept it pretty basic. This is a concept that I had on my journal with the Simple Stories one, and I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, so we open it up, and hopefully the camera will pick all of this up. So it's got your spine here. This isn't attached, it basically pulls out. Once I've gone through the album I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I've used the little journaling spots here to make up a flip page. So you can use it for journaling or for photos. All you've got to do is switch it up and put your journaling page here with your lines and what have you. There's still 2 spots here for photos. Okay, so we then go and open it up, and I'll just move this over here. Okay, big one here for photos as well. So it's a fairly decent size. The album itself, the album pages, this one here is like 7.5 by about 8 3/4, so fairly big. So you should have a lot of room in here for your journaling. Then another page here which I've created, and then you fold over that way, and I've put a little pocket here, and I've used these little journaling spots from the actual where you get the note cards from the same collection, and that's just these ones here. You guys would have seen these as well. Once again, you can do a photo mat in here and use that as a photo mat as well. So I'll just put these in here to show you that you can actually do that. Okay, this page here, or the back of the back of the front cover, is I've created pockets. I've used my stamps here, my Fisker's stamps on this one, and this one here is the pink paisley butterfly garden. Okay, this one here I've used the little note cards and just backed it onto cardstock, and so it's double-sided. And then so whenever you pull it out, it's got remember when and then memory. So just to switch it up as well, rather than just having all black, I've used the craft cardstock as well. Okay, I've left the back blank, so you can obviously see you can put photos or just have one big journaling mat, and that's the same concept there as well. And that goes back in its pocket there. Okay, so we close these off, and I usually keep my Tim Holtz clip on here just to keep it closed. Alright, now getting on the inside of the album. Now this one I used my Dynamics tabs die, which is this one here. Okay, what's it there? Alright, and I've actually used the pockets that were the cutouts out of this collection. Okay, once again, plenty of room for journaling, plenty of room for photos. I have kept it basic, I haven't embellished it. I think once you put your photos in and your journaling in as well, you'll have plenty of embellishments. This is good for a trip if you're going anywhere. Once again, same concept as the envelope from the collection. And then these just flip open like this, and then you open it up and you've got more room there for journaling. And I love this Unforgettable, that's so cute. Okay, that slides back into its pocket. We put these back in, they go in, and then just tuck that under here. Okay. Alright, so that's that page done. And then flip it over, then you've got another page here, lots of room. One here which I've made into a flip open, that's just a little holder there, opens up. I'll move it over a bit so you guys can see. Okay, note to self, and this is one of the journaling spots that they had in the collection. I took this from the 12 by 12 sheet. Okay. And that was an Eco Success punch that I had. It's over like that. And you flip it over this way. And once again from the collection. I love these papers. If you've got so much variety to work with. And of course you can add your own touches. You don't need to have the designer paper everywhere. You can break it up with cardstock or other little bits and pieces that you've got. And of course you don't necessarily need to use one collection either. You can mix and match. Now what I've done here, and I've been thinking about it, thinking, oh, how can we get more photos in here? And you know, and I thought, wow, I had these from these photo things are from the Simple Stories collection. Now, I've got quite a few packets of these, to be quite honest, for my journal. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to add it into an album, you know, homemade album. And this is what I came up with. You can still put pictures in there. You can still use it for journaling as well. So you can maybe put a picture at the front and then journal at the back. But this does come out this section here, which is really good, I found. Okay, so you can use this and do like a journal block along here, which is fantastic. But I've incorporated it into this album. Absolutely love it. Because I think when we look at these, we just tend to visualise them just in a plain old boring album where you stick photos in and then just flip the pages. This is sort of jazzied up a bit more, if you like. And then, you know, you've got your journaling here. You can still add your photos and it still gives it a nice touch rather than it looking pretty bland. And the same thing, so they're double over. So you can get, you know, four photos here, which are quite a good size. Now, I've got different ones throughout the album. I haven't added a lot to them. I just wanted to show you kind of the basics of what I had done with the other pages as well. But if you were to do a bigger album, you'd make the spine wider as well. I think I've only got my spine at 1.5 inches. So, and the good thing about this design is that you can pull it out and put bigger O-rings in there. But the thing you have to remember, excuse me, is to make that spine wider before you can actually do that. And before you start making adjustments, so kind of decide on how much you're actually going to have in there and then do your cover and then your spine, or you can do your album first and then do your cover, because then you can determine the size, the width of your spine that way as well. Okay, so I've done this with little pockets, and these are the little note cards. All I'd done was stamped with my Kaisercraft clear stamps with these ones, and you'll see that they're the vintage stamps that we've got. Okay, and once again I just put another journaling spot on the back. I use this same concept as I did in one of my mini albums that I'd made, and I've actually done a tutorial on this. I've just switched it up a bit and changed the actual measurements to incorporate it into my album here. And once again, same thing here. And you can make your own journaling spots. You don't necessarily need to keep these ones all the way through your album. Okay, if we can get that back in there. Alright, then we open it up. And beautiful page here if you want to cover it up with photos. This one I've just done a flip over, and I like this, 10 things I'll never forget, memory lane. And then that flips over, and if we can get this one, that flips over and then flips over, and I should have put another one there. I didn't, there we go. Okay, and then we close it off that way. Alright, hopefully it's still in frame. Another big page here, done a little journaling one here. Double-sided, okay, beautiful one here, and you can put a pocket on this side as well. Individual choice too. I kind of like the papers, so I figured, well, they'll probably get covered up by photos and what have you. Yeah. So what we've done is we've done a page here, flip out pocket, some journaling spots once again with the Kaiser Craft. Then I've used this with one of my C6 dies. It's the original dies, and that's ancient, this one. I'll just take it out the cover. And it's a file folder one, and it's a #2 one. That's it there. Sorry about the glare. So quite versatile, get your old dies out that you haven't used and what have you, and use them in your albums, because I find a lot of times with my ones, you kind of have them tucked away in boxes, and even though they're labelled, I find that you really don't use them. Like I put my dies away in an album, and it's my dynamics and everything, and I find that I'm hardly using them, so I've got to come up with a better arrangement to suit me. Okay, then you've got a pocket. It comes out, tag here. Once again, I've used cream cardstock. I've done my own tag there. Okay, I use my Tim Holtz on the edge dies. Alright, and we open that up, and that goes in there. And then that flips open. Alright, then we've got another lot of journaling tags and photo mats. Okay, so pretty simple, pretty basic it is. Here we go again, another one with the photos. For the photos, I didn't back this one, so you can see. So it'll be good. You've got a 4x6 mat here, and the two smaller ones on this side. And once again, these are great. They slide out from the top. And I've left the back of it blank, so you can see that you can, probably add journaling spots or photos there. Okay, here I've kept it pretty simple. I didn't do anything to it, but you can obviously add another pocket in there if you need that extra room. I love this bit, that was stunning. I love this design, and this is gorgeous as well. And this is just another variation of the pockets that you get as well. Slides out, and double-sided again. I've kept this one pretty plain. You can use, I'll take out a journaling mat here, and you can use another journaling mat so that it sticks there, or a photo mat. Okay, and then all we do is close it over, and then all I've done is pull the album out. I've just got a raw piece of chipboard. You can cover that over. I just left it blank. Okay, so if you were to make it bigger, just say you had a 2.5, 3 inch spine, just use bigger O-rings and add extra pages as well to add into it, because we all know that we add extra things into our journals, but we've never got enough room in there. So yeah, okay, and that's it there. So I hope this video comes out alright. I noticed a few of my videos, they just come out on an angle for some reason. I don't know whether it's because when I use the YouTube, when you flip the video, usually if I do it in Windows Movie Maker, it kind of doesn't do that, so I might have to go back to that. Okay, well, that's the journal that I've made using the Prima romance novel, and yeah, gorgeous papers, absolutely gorgeous papers. And when you look at it does give you a lot of room for your photos and for your journaling. So I think, you know, that's a great idea for us wanting to put extras and stuff like that. Okay, I won't babble on any longer. Thank you once again for watching, and thanks to everybody who is subscribing, new subbies and what have you. Thank you so much to the existing ones as well, and I really appreciate all your support. And yeah, stay tuned. If I do get a lot of interest in this one, I might actually do it as a PDF, and Ustream classes will start next month. Yay! So stay tuned for that. I'll have a schedule up and what have you. I think doing live cast on Ustream will be really good as well, because it'll be hands-on. It'll be right there in front of you. You can watch. Hopefully you can still record. I know a few people have had problems recording on there as well. So if they still allow that. If not, we'll come up with an alternative way of doing live classes, but that'll be great. And yeah, so thank you again for watching, and have a great day or have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.